Hello. Thank you everyone for attending. I know Vitalik is giving a talk in a few minutes, so really appreciate you being here. So I'm going to discuss quickly about wallet coordination, which is a very broad topic, and about wallet in general. Feel free to interrupt me, to ask any question. This will be a very chill and relaxed presentation, and I will try to make it fast so we can all go take a sit for the next talk. So first, a quick history about wallet. What is a wallet? We talk very often about wallet, but we don't all have the same understanding of what is a wallet. So wallet started here a long time ago with this beautiful wallet called Bitcoin Qt, which was the first graphic interface to use the Bitcoin client wallet. So Bitcoin Qt was very, very basic. It was doing key generation inside the software, and it was basically giving you 100 keys that it was caching by default. So like you had 100 random keys cached by default, no links between the keys whatsoever. So if you lose the key, that's gone. So Qt had your back, but only if your back wasn't very large, because on Bitcoin, every transaction is a new key with the UTXO system, so it was really, really hard to manage those keys. So thanks to this amazing first wallet, millions, if not billions of dollars have been lost. Most of the people who run this wallet have lost their keys at some point, even though they were probably very good and talented developers. So a bit later, realizing that this was kind of a big problem, we had this amazing guy, Peter, who came with this great idea of giving a way to link all the keys together. So instead of having random keys that have nothing to do with each other, he created a child key derivation function that basically allows you to link a master key to child keys. So this child key derivation function is here. And yesterday, doing this amazing slide, I realized this BIP was using BSD2 close. So like, this is a copyleft license, and I don't think any wallet is using the copyleft and saying we are using this. So maybe one day Peter will come back to sue all of you. It would be an interesting turn of events. And then a bit later, those four guys did BIP 39. So they said, oh, very good, we have BIP 32, so now we have a link to between our keys, and we can find our child keys from the master keys. Very cool, very cool. But this was still a plain text private key, so a very long alphanumerical string that is unreadable, and that is very hard to explain to anyone that is not into cryptography. That their secret is basically a very long key. So they used mnemonic code for generating deterministic key. So this is the very famous 24 or 12 words that are representing your seed phrases. And I think up until today, this is one of the best standards that has been created. At least it's one that works, and it's one that has gotten adoption, which is very good for a wallet standard. And then later on, you had BIP 44. So BIP 44, it's just a logical order into the logical hierarchy into the derivation path, so you can find your keys on different chains and on different accounts in different places. Quick comeback here earlier, you see like in the derivation function, there is like this X chain concept. So those are improvement proposals from a long time ago, and you might be wondering why are they mentioning chains while at the time there was only Bitcoin. It's actually not the chains that you know. It's referring to the internal and external chains in the UTXO system. So like in the Bitcoin wallets, you have a chain of addresses that is called internal, which are the change addresses, and you have a chain of address that is external, which is the public address that you use. So they did not try to solve chain interoperability back then, but this is it. Well, Ethereum wallet standards, finally, yay. So for a very long time, we had no major standards with a lot of adoptions that came really from the Ethereum ecosystem until account abstraction. So 4337 was probably the major innovation brought by Ethereum to the wallet ecosystem. So very cool. Account abstraction allows you to do a bunch of different stuff that you can't do on Bitcoin. And this is great. But it has some drawbacks. It is quite complex to use. It's quite complex to understand. It introduces a lot of new concepts. So it has been used. It has been used a lot, but it didn't become the main funnel to wallet adoption. So people are still using MetaMask, random EOA wallets, whether they could use those amazing intelligent wallets. But hey, we knew it. So at some point, we were like, okay, people are still using EOA, so how can we convince them to do better? So sorry for the slide. This is really peak slide creation when you screenshot a YouTube video, but this is it. So this is like client, the author of 7702. And 7702 is the EIP that allows you to upgrade your EOA wallet to a smart wallet contract. So this is very new. It has like a month or so. And it's probably the new path to upgrade your EOA wallets towards something that is smarter and something that allows you to do cool stuff on chain. So it has famously been written by Vitalik in 22 minutes, which has been relayed around the press, but actually it was a very long reflection in a working group that took maybe a year, and in the end he ended up writing it very fast, but he didn't write it in 30 minutes. So we've seen a bunch of standards, very cool, very nice, but where's my dream wallet? We have all those standards, and I'm yet to see this amazing, simple-to-use wallet that allows me to have spending conditions where I want, and to have a great user experience without paying a huge fee anytime I use the wallet. So it's kind of clear that we have a problem with wallets, and I think we have an incentive problem with wallets. We have many problems with wallets. So one of the problems is that all of those standards are open source standards. Most of the tech that allows you to create a wallet is open source tech. This is great. Yet, some people think wallet companies are worth billions, and if you listen to them, hundreds of billions. I don't think it's the case. Until you have a real business model and until you have a real clear monetization path that is not you forking a false software and forcing a tipping jar, you're not worth a lot of money. So we have this problem. Big companies need investment to go forward and to innovate. And so we have this vicious circle, I would say, of trying to raise a lot of money with something that should be public good software, and at the same time we see that there is maybe a path in the future where this could make a lot of money if you have a lot of volume. So we are a bit stuck in between those worlds. And those problems, those incentive problems, are actually very hard to solve. I'm not saying, oh, wallet companies are bad, they're doing things wrong and they should be better. It's actually very, very hard to be a wallet dev, and it's very, very hard to run such a company. Wallets are extremely critical products. When you're a wallet dev, you have a lot of pressure. When you're a wallet company, you have a hard time sleeping at night. You might wake up to your user getting drained. It's a very intense work. So I'm not saying they're all bad, but we could definitely do better together if we start thinking about those incentives problem and how we can solve them. So there are a few options. First, we need to agree and to coordinate on what is a good way to operate. And we need to say when a wallet is not operating correctly, we need to show a better way to do it, and we need to say and to inform users, hey, you are kind of getting fooled at some point by this one. So in the Ethereum ecosystem, we have this great way to assess and to coordinate part of the ecosystem. We do dashboards to rank and to assess and to give information to people. So you're probably all familiar with L2Bit, which is the dashboard for layer 2s. So we thought, why not do WalletBit? So an amazing anonymous contributor called Polymutex started this project a few months ago, and it popped up on my radar, and I was like, okay, this is great. This is something I've been waiting for. So I started to contribute and to invite some of my wallet friends to contribute. And soon it will be ready to go to production, and some people will be ranking wallet. Maybe you will be ranking wallet. Unlike L2Bit, where you need to be very knowledgeable about the topic to assess a rollup and to assess how it works, anyone can experience a wallet and say, hey, this is broken, my transaction is not working. So hopefully we'll be able to leverage community input to get some of those rankings, and we will finally have a new way to coordinate and to foster the ecosystem in the right direction. So we have different criteria: security, privacy, self-sovereignty, transparency, and we will be assessing various aspects, like, is the wallet actually hiding fees? Most wallets are actually hiding or being transparent about fees, but are monetizing swap functions that are public, that could be free, but because you're hitting them inside a specific UX, they kindly charge you a percentage, which is, if you think about it, not a very sustainable long-term business model. Like, you can't just expect people to not understand that you're charging them and make it your business model. So different options. I don't have clear solutions, but there are a lot of options to explore. Support monetization, I think, is one option that is not really explored. Currently, you have free support coming with your wallets. You have big fees on the swap, but you can just send a question to the company and a support agent will reply to you. This is a huge hidden cost, actually, for wallets. Most people don't realize that running a wallet company is extremely expensive in terms of support. And it is very important to support your wallet, because if you leave user disappointed, they lose money, they don't have a support, it's not going to go well for you. But wallet companies are providing you support for free, and maybe instead of charging you for a swap, they could charge you for some support. That could be a business model. Open source software has been doing pretty well with donation and support monetization around different parts of the stack, and I think this is something that could definitely be explored. And it could be also financially good for some wallet companies that are having a lot of support inflows. And this is about it. So I would like to open the stage for some questions from wallet people, have a quick discussion, and then we can all run to see Tim Berners-Lee, the inventor of the World Wide Web, giving a talk in a few minutes. So thank you for your attention, and if you have some questions, I'm all yours.
Thank you for the talk. I just one question. So I think for the moment, I mean, in the space, I have this idea of why Ethereum Foundation is not building a wallet, or at least a proof of concept wallet, but other people can fork.
Very, very good question. Two things. We actually are. It is not very well known, but is it on Thursday? I think on Thursday we have a presentation about a V0 of this, of a proof of concept of wallet. So we are actually doing it. A few reasons why I think we shouldn't do it, but we are doing it. Having a fully fledged product is a full-time job. As I said, running a wallet is extremely hard. You have a brand image to manage. You have a critical piece of software. You need support. If you're a big name like the Ethereum Foundation, you basically can launch a new foundation called the Ethereum Wallet Foundation. So this is the main reason why we have not launched a wallet. Actually, we did have a wallet back in the days. It was called Mist. Mist was a nice experience. At the time, the ecosystem didn't have a lot of Ethereum native wallets, so we had Mist. What went wrong with Mist? Mist was actually syncing the entire chain with a full node inside the wallet. So at the beginning, when Ethereum, it was proof of work, and the chain was not that big. At the beginning, Mist was working quite well. For the first few months, you could sync the chain, have your transaction in a few minutes, 15 minutes. At the time, internet was slow and computers were slow, so everyone was like, it's okay tier. But then, a few months later, it was actually 5 hours to sync the chain. And then it became a day to sync the chain. And then we realized, oh, this is really hard to do, and we have new companies that are actually rising in the Ethereum ecosystem, so we decided to close the NIST project. And so we're launching a new proof of concept, and this proof of concept is not, I think, a fully fledged wallet. It's trying to show interoperability solutions like cross-chain addresses and different UX improvement that would allow a seamless chain interaction between layer 2s and layer 1. So this is why we're launching this new product. And, well, we're not launching the product. We're opening a proof of concept to the world. And I'll be looking forward to the presentation on Thursday. So, yeah.
Yeah, sorry, one more question. So my question that I think is mainly is why just the Ethereum Foundation doesn't do a core wallet, which is just the technical bits and without the UX. So you don't do any customer service, you don't do all of those, and you let other people actually build on top of that.
So I absolutely agree with this vision, and I'm actually actively pushing for us doing this instead of a fully fledged product. And I think, it was not on the table to do a fully fledged product anyway. But rather than having a full proof of concept with a fork of an existing wallet and showing things, I think we should do modules that we let open source, and if need be, we do an integration or two to go a step further. But I think, the ideal version of this is the Ethereum Foundation proposes a few modules that are safe to use, eventually show some integration of those modules to give a developer example, and that's it. So no support, no major risk. Even though there is still risk, we will have audits on the module, and security is never perfect. So even then, we would take some risk.
Hey, thank you for your presentation. I was thinking about this alternative monetization that you mentioned about the paid support. Don't you think that it's opposite the way we should go when, for example, as you said, it's really hard to get money as a wallet, and if you have a really good wallet that doesn't really need the support, you don't get any money. But if the wallet consciously leaves bucks and stuff in their wallet to get more money, doesn't it make everything bad in every possible way?
Sorry, you said if the wallet leaves bug inside the software to get more money, that's called a rug, no? That's
Yeah, but if you can't get any money, I can see easily any wallet to do something like that in some kind of way or whatever.
yeah. I'm not sure I got the question precisely. Could you rephrase it a bit?
Yeah, if you are a wallet that basically has no money, it needs money to run, right? And they're like, guys, we need money, we have nothing else, let's leave some bucks or whatever.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so this is the dark side. I mean, at this level, you might go rob a bank, and this is like another way to get money. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely not a monetization path I would recommend. It's not going to end well. It's not very open source, infinite garden.
Yeah, and it's not really motivation for this wallet. If they have perfect product and like there is no support needed, then you have no money.
You know, open source has a long history of amazing product. The world runs on Linux. You can make it as an open source dev with a good mind and good ideas and good software. I do believe that the best wallet will be great software product with amazing engineering and with a lot of volume. And if you achieve that, you know, money is not even a thing anymore for you in your life. So, like, yeah, you have great example in open source software of amazing product that managed to survive and have a great lifetime with a good mind and a good product. So, no, you don't have to like leave any type of bug to monetize yourself. You can aim for the perfect product, and yeah, as I said, there is no perfect security, so you will always have something to do.
Okay, last chance to ask a question. Anybody? Okay, that will be it. Thanks everybody for coming to this talk. Thanks, Nicolas. Next talk is going to be about from Tom Berners-Lee and Vitalik, so feel free to watch the restream right from the stage, and see you all in a few hours. Thank you.